Good afternoon from Phnom Penh. Local time is currently 2:39 p.m. Currently 38 degrees Celsius and partly cloudy with no storms today. Thank you for watching. If you are new to the channel, please check out my playlists and please subscribe. I've got everything there on Cambodia. Moving to Cambodia, working in Cambodia, living in Cambodia. So go check those out. Thank you for watching. This is Phnom Penh, Cambodia. All the description. Street 136. Currently just pushing 39 degrees Celsius and local time 2:46 p.m. Partly cloudy. No storms yet, unfortunately. If you're new to the channel and you've got an interest in Cambodia, check out my playlists. If you're looking to move here or come here for a holiday, take a look. G'day Frank, how you doing? How's Germany today? Also, if you come into Phnom Penh and you want me to check out a hotel or an apartment for you, I'm more than happy to do that for you. Just let me know. If it's in the area, I'm happy to go and take a look and do a video review for you. Good to hear, Frank. Won't be long until you're here. It'll fly by in a heartbeat. I better start preparing. not quite sure what that says, Frank. $300. Yeah, I can't quite follow you. Just try that again. I can't understand what it says after cost are. Yeah, it's all going well, Bill. It's all going very good. Permanent holiday. How you doing today? Good? I wish it had rained. Yeah, it's been a while. It's just after the water festival. We had a few days. I live for the storms. I love the wet season. I think it's about $350 or something like that. I can't remember the exact cost. You can do 6 months for about $250. I think 12 months is $350, roughly. That's the E-type visa, the business visa that you can work on. Well, you've got the tourist visa, which is 1 month, which is I think $27 on entry. Also helps if you've got a passport photo on entry as well. Otherwise it costs you an extra $5. No problem, Frank. It's always good to hear from you. Yeah, there you go. 300. That's the retirement DR, isn't it? Are you a deportee? I just moved here from Australia because I wanted to be free. You will never be free in Australia. It just depends on the night, you know. I mean, it really does. But pretty much all the bars, you know, that I've been to, I mean, there aren't many that I don't really like. There's a couple that I won't go to, but most of the bars are pretty good. Like 130, I would say Cowgirl or Ponytail. On 136, I mean, there's a lot of good bars on 136. I mean, personally, I like Secrets. I like Corner Bar, you know, Ossex. But you know, Infinity's pretty good. Wild Orchid can be pretty good. They're all pretty good. But some of the smaller bars as well, you know, like on the night, some of the smaller bars can be, you know, just as good, if not better, you know. Yeah, that's about right. Prices haven't really changed. Inflation is very low in Cambodia. Not really, no. No, they're quite conservative. There's also no nude dancing or anything like that in Cambodia. Nothing like in Thailand. But it's better, I think. I much prefer Cambodia. On Friday for my first time. Oh, awesome. Oh, well, look me up. I'm always here on Street 136. Let me know if you're coming down. I'll come and meet you. If you need anything, just let me know. If you've got any problems, I'm happy to help you. Siem Reap is pretty awesome. Yeah, they're good bars. They are good. Yeah, I don't really go there. I don't go there. I also don't go to Diamond Bar either. But most of the other bars I go to. I do like Cowgirl though, over on 130. And there's also a couple over on 104 that I don't mind. Fitzy's is pretty good too, actually. Just depends on the night though. Oh, just yeah, people that work there mainly. People that work there, general atmosphere. Although, you know, like if you go to Secrets, for instance, I mean, there's nothing like that in Cambodia. It's the only sort of, you know, go-go bar sort of style. They've got like a lot of staff coming on there at the moment as well. So, and they're doing a renovation. So that there's going to be a few changes there in the coming weeks. So it'd be worth checking out. But it depends on, you know, what staff are working and where, really, as to where the best bars are. It's like going to a restaurant, really, you know. I talk to the female DJs at the bar. Ah, cool. Awesome. Awesome, yeah. There's a few opportunities to do that in Cambodia. They've got a few foreign DJs actually working at Secrets. There's a guy from the UK. I think there's another one from Thailand or somewhere. No worries. If you have any problems or any questions, just feel free to email me anytime. And my mobile number is also in the bio. And anyone else that's coming to Cambodia, you know, if you want me to check out your hotel or apartment or anything, you know, maybe you've got a friend or a relative you want me to check up on for you, make sure they're okay. A lot of opportunity in Phnom Penh at the moment, especially if you're looking to start a business or something like that. There are a lot of holes in the market that need to be filled. It's developing really quickly though, like it's changing so fast. When I first came here, there were no high-rise buildings, you know. It was very much a low-rise city. Yeah, yeah, you could. You could. Oh, there's certainly plenty of people to meet here, that's for sure. Everywhere you go. Yeah, there are. It's amazing. You know, like it really, really is incredible. They're doing a good job too. You know, like most of the stuff they're constructing here is really, really good, and lots of factories and stuff as well. And once that Chinese investment has just come through now for that canal, so that's going to run all the way down to Kep. So that new terminal that they've built down there for the cruise ships and the exporting and so forth, they'll be able to take everything down there by water. So that's going to like save the country a lot of money. Hopefully we'll be able to take the ferry down there as well. So that would be good. No, but you know, if you're going to get it, yeah, anyone to build anything, get the Chinese to do it. You know, they are light years ahead of us. If you ever get a chance to go to China, go. It's like when Marty McFly went into the future. Everything they tell us is a lie. It is all a lie. It's like you go there and it's just like you feel ripped off, you know. Like our elites, honestly. I know I've gone on about this a lot, but I hate being lied to, especially by our leaders. It really upsets me. Last night it was crazy here, by the way. It was like the water fights, like down the main road down there, were out of control right through until dawn. Right near the port, apparently. I don't know the exact location. I've looked into it, but I can't pinpoint it. But it's amazing. Like that, they've got one like that in China at the moment, except it's even more advanced. It's like a they've basically completely diverted a river. Unbelievable. It's really, really amazing. It'll be that will be completed as well, like in a really low time frame as well. I think it's only like maybe 2 years. Incredible. And also last year they were predicting that Cambodia was going to be the fastest growing economy by the end of next year, 2025, and now they've just announced it'll be by the end of this year. So that's going to be a year early. So the country is certainly growing quickly. So if you're looking to move here or start a business here or anything like that, it's a good time to come. But still not a lot of foreigners, it's still really quiet, it's dressed up like a Christmas tree every night, but it's just not getting the foreign foot traffic like Siem Reap is. It's sort of bounced back pretty well, but a lot of them, for some reason, that they're not coming to Phnom Penh. They're missing some of the best of Cambodia here. Yeah, well, most of the Khmer, often they'll buy everything at markets or they'll have at home, The sort of coffee shops that we go to are not appealing to them because they're considered expensive. But they have their own versions of those at the markets, and they're much, much cheaper. When you come and spend an extended period here, or you come and live here, after a while you really realise just how expensive the places are where you shop. Like for instance, if you go to the 7-Eleven or a Smile Shop, you're going to pay at least 3,000 real for a large bottle of water. If you buy the same bottle of water, next door, you'll pay maybe 1,500, 2,000 real. It's much cheaper if you shop around. You can survive here quite well, including rent, for maybe between $12 and $15 a day. Ideally, you're probably going to want to have on top of your rent, ideally you probably want about $20 a day. Yeah, I mean, not including expenses and rent and so forth, you can probably survive in Cambodia, roughing it. As a Westerner, maybe $3 to $5 a day. But you'll do it tough, But the Khmer seem to take it in their stride. They always look smart, dress well, and a lot of them are only earning, a couple of $100 a month, Yeah, that's I think that's being built by the same company that did the one up in Siem Reap. That's a Chinese firm as well. It'd be sad to see the old airport go, actually. When I arrived back in Phnom Penh back in August, from the moment the plane doors opened until I cleared immigration and picked up my bags and got my passport stamped and everything, it was 6.5 minutes, and I was walking out the doors. It's my record. One of the fastest processes in anywhere you can possibly go, but completely different to everywhere else as well. But that's all going to change as soon as the new airport opens. It's going to be further away too, so your tuk-tuk or taxi will be gone. Yeah, that sort of money you can live well. I mean, you can live well here on $1,000, But if you've got, $1,500, $1,800, you can build yourself a life on that. Anything over that, and it's just luxury, the difference between a $200 a month apartment and a $400 a month apartment is quite startling. you pay $400 a month here. You got the pool, the gym, the sauna, 24-hour security guard. It's more than likely a high-rise building, 27th floor or something. Really nice. You spend $600 and it's ridiculously nice. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, well, 600's quite a bit for Cambodia. If you're spending in that sort of price range, you're really getting something really nice. Especially like if it's only one bedroom, or even two, it'll still be really nice. You can get apartments in Phnom Penh from maybe $50 a month. Yeah, about 100. It depends on how much air conditioning you use. Yeah. Yeah. It depends on what you do, where you go. Like if you come into these areas, it's more expensive. But if you go out, a few minutes out of town, it's like being out in the provinces almost. You can still have a really cheap night in Cambodia on very low money. There's still even a few bars on 136 that sell pints of beer all day for 50 cents. That's all about to change though. It is going up. But still, 75 cents is still cheap. It depends on the night, it really does. I mean, if you, like I said before, like on 130, I like Cowgirl, I like Ponytail. On 136, Secrets and Ostex are the two big players. They're both very good. Secrets is really, really great after midnight, especially. But it depends on the night, like the night that you're here. If you're still out at 2 a.m, go to Pontoon, you'll meet lots of locals there. There's lots of good places though, but if you come, let me know and I'll help you when you're here. Even on like 104, also like you'll meet lots of interesting people over there. Yeah. Oh, well, it's progress, You should have seen it, 17, 18 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, everything changes, I mean, most of the change in Cambodia has been, positive, Our, the BBC and CNN that like to try and put a negative view on it, but in reality, I mean, 95% of what's been done was needed to be done. I remember when I first came here, it used to take like, nearly 9 hours to get to Sihanoukville, It's crazy. The bars, they're going pretty much, you know, from 6, 7 o'clock is probably the best time to start going. But the later it goes on into the evening, generally it gets busier towards midnight, and like even right up until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you know. Just depends, but like I said, it's been quiet. Like people from other countries, but not really anyone from the West. It's a few Americans coming in still, a few English, Europeans, but not a lot. Yeah, I don't really know, Denny. Anything's possible in Cambodia. No, there's no cover charge. No cover charge pretty much anywhere in Cambodia. You go to Pontoon and, you know, you can buy a drink, walk out the front, stand out in the street, have a cigarette, nobody cares. Even when you've got the drink. Yeah. Oh, well, you have to come back. Come back. It hasn't really changed. You know, like, I mean, the Soraya Mall and all that's not there anymore. So that whole, you know, the walkabout's gone now. That whole sector's all changed now. And it's going to change a lot more. Once the high-speed rail hits Cambodia too, it's going to be like lightning fast. So if you're looking to come to Cambodia, if you haven't been here before and you want to see it, come and see it now, because it's all going to change. But having said that, though, the Khmer are still the same. They haven't changed. We haven't spoilt them like we've spoilt so many countries. But yeah, they're still conservative and lovely and respectful. But yeah, once the high-speed rail is up and running, I think that's maybe 4 or 5 years from now it'll be finished. Yeah, that's going to link back through Vietnam and Thailand. So this whole part of Southeast Asia it's going to change at a rapid speed, you know. It just depends. I mean, if I was coming to Cambodia, I mean, you don't really have to pay anything. I mean, you get a girlfriend, you know. That's the ideal situation. Get a nice girlfriend. No, they're not. There are no strip clubs in Cambodia. Nothing like Thailand. It's a lot better. If you like Thailand, once you spend a bit of time here, you won't want to go back to Thailand. You just got to know where to go and who to meet. You'll love it. Like I say, like people laugh at me when I say this, but there's really no prostitution in Cambodia. Like there's no conventional prostitution here. It's not like other places. A lot of the girls here don't even go with customers, you know. And for some of them, when they do, it's a big thing, you know. Like they put a lot of thought into it, and it'll be for a specific purpose. Most of the girls here that work on 136 sustain themselves off the drink menu and from their salary and tips, you know. There's just not enough customers to support the sex industry here. But also the Khmer are conservative, you know, like it's different here. It really genuinely is. Like I often make the comparison that if going to Thailand's like, you know, leaving college and going into the workforce, coming to Cambodia is like going back into high school, because it's got that innocence about it, you know. Like the people are, that's what I like about it. All those things is what I like about Cambodia. It's more real, you know. There really is, and it's funny, you know, like after all these years of me coming here, whilst I know I like the simplicity and all those things that I've just mentioned, it's almost like there's some magical thing about Cambodia that keeps drawing me back here. Like I've lived in Spain, I've lived in the UK and parts of Europe and Thailand and that, but I just really love Cambodia. It's you fall in love with the whole people, you know. Yeah, Anthony Bourdain, he said the same thing. It's like Cambodia, like Phnom Penh is like Amsterdam crossed with Paris, crossed with Barcelona, crossed with Bangkok on magic mushrooms. You know, it's a trippy place. It's always surprising me. I always say that, but it always is. Yeah, I'm not leaving. I refuse to go home. Like ever since all these, you know, all this stuff has started with the, you know, the US has been captured by the military-industrial complex. You know, like all these wars and stuff. They control the media and everything. Like, I don't want to live amongst that anymore. You know, that's why I moved here. I just feel freer in Cambodia. I feel safer here too. Australia's getting scary. It's a real worry. And there's so many homeless people over there now. Like Brisbane's a giant homeless camp. You like that one, Danny? Awesome. But yeah, Cambodia's a good place. If you haven't been, come to Cambodia. Yeah, the visa process is really easy. The cost of living's really low. You come here, you'll fall in love. You know, like not just with a girl, but with the whole country. It's that sort of place. Check out my playlist. If you're new to the channel as well, check out my playlist. Subscribe as well, because this webcam will be going 24 hours soon. Next few days, I'm hoping to get the second phone, and once I've got that, I'll try and run it as close to 24 hours as I can, just weather permitting. And you know, if it gets too hot, sometimes the phone closes down or something. Walking, yeah. Well, I mean, that's why we've got tuk-tuks, mate. You know, like you can go pretty much anywhere for $1. Yeah, if you know the tuk-tuk driver, it's even cheaper. My guy even does tick. So, there you go. So your local time currently here is 3:26 p.m. Still no sign of a storm, and still pushing 40 degrees Celsius. Currently high 38s. You know, I went to Ho Chi Minh for a month there just recently, and I mean, I was lost without my tuk-tuks the whole time I was there. And like when I came back, I swore I'd never leave again. Yeah, I won't be leaving, Bill. I'll be Buffalo Bill. I'll be staying. I love the rain there. Yeah, definitely. Look, the wet season's my favourite time of the year. It doesn't rain all day, and it's just a beautiful time of the year, like with the lightning and everything. And being a mad photographer too. I mean, I'm just in my element. And now that I've got this place here with the view, the content that I produce throughout the wet season will be really cool with all the storms and that. I'll be running the two phones as well, so I'll get everything. So I'm looking forward to that. Cool. Yeah, I can tell that we've got a lot in common, Danny. Like when you come out, we'll have to be careful we don't get arrested, you know. Feel like the Hangover. I haven't been drinking much lately though. I've been kind of been looking after myself, trying to. I've also reviewed a lot of the hotels in the city as well. So if you're looking to come to Phnom Penh, check out my hotel reviews. There are a number of them there. And if your hotel is not listed and you want me to go and check out your hotel, I do video reviews for free. So I'm more than happy to go out and do that for you. And I'll post it on the YouTube channel so you can check out your own hotel, even your own room. If you know what room you're staying in, let me know. And I'll make sure that I get into that one for you. Tuk-tuks in Cambodia are pretty safe. I do prefer the local tuk-tuks to the Indian ones though, because they're up higher off the ground. The Indian ones, if it's a pretty heavy sort of collision, you're sort of in danger of a head injury, you know. But by and large, though, I mean, you're generally pretty safe. Like, your biggest danger in Cambodia is the roads, you know, getting run over. Yeah, you can. You can still do that. Yeah, so if you haven't been on the channel before, if you look at my playlist under live, you can see it at night. At night it lights up like a Christmas tree. There are no street lights here on Street 136, so there's none of that yucky ambient white light. So you get all the really nice neon signs that really glow, you know. So check that out. Also, if you're looking to move to Cambodia or you're interested in coming here on a holiday, I've got lots of stuff. 753 videos now that I've made. Oh yeah, and no traffic lights. Yeah, I mean, like, the whole of Phnom Penh, I think's got less than 300 traffic lights, which is nothing. You know, like, you barely even notice one. You know, a city like Brisbane, for instance, has probably got like, you know, 30,000 traffic lights. It's a big difference. You know, no violence on the streets. Like, you never ever see any fights or alcohol-fueled violence unless it's someone from the West that's caused the fight. Like the other night, we had probably 30,000 Khmer youths down here on the street having a massive water fight. All night, there were no arrests and there were no fights at all. Unbelievable. You know, if that was back in Australia, it'd be a mass riot, you know. No. Well, I was really surprised. Like, I was working over in Bangkok, and my boss goes, "I need you to go to Phnom Penh for work." And I was like, "Phnom Penh?" I'm like, "That's Cambodia. Am I going to be safe there?" You know, and I had not even cleared immigration, and I'd already fallen in love with Cambodia because the immigration official was so nice to me. You know, I mean, yeah, getting in or out of Australia, I mean, often you're standing at the counter going, "God, I hope they let me out," you know. My biggest fear is going back to Australia and getting stuck there, you know? It's like prison island. During COVID, it was terrible. Look, it was the same, just less developed, basically. The people haven't changed, really. They might be a little bit more tired of us than they were back then, but generally speaking, the Khmer are just a lovely people. Oh, definitely. And also softening your tone as well. Like, the Khmer are a loving, caring, respectful people. And for them, we, and probably especially me, are quite abrasive. So I'm constantly having to try and tone myself down because they don't know how to take me, you know? I'm always getting myself into trouble with that because I forget that, you know, the different cultural differences and stuff like that. So you got to be careful with that. But yeah, if you're respectful here and you're polite, there's nothing you can't do, you know. People are great. They really are some of the nicest people in the world. And they don't really know either. You know, like, I say this to them, and often they laugh at me. They laugh at me, you know. But it's true. They really are. Like, even the ones here that don't like me are nicer to me than the ones back home that often like me. And that's a true story, I'm not joking. Like, some of my worst enemies in Cambodia are still like good friends back home. And like in Cambodia as well, if you know you're wrong, just admit to it and say sorry. They're very forgiving people. There's never been a better time to come to Cambodia though. Like it is, in all the years I've come, this is by far the best time. Right now, you know, is if you come here, you will be the center of attention. Everybody will have their eyes on you, and they'll see you coming a mile away. Yeah, tell me about it. You're making me hungry. Yeah. The food options in Phnom Penh have improved a lot as well. A lot. You know, like, yeah, back in the day, you know, trying to get food here, especially late at night, was almost impossible. But now it's really improved a lot. Yeah, it is nice. They do have some good seafood here. But 136 back in the day, you know, like it was nothing like it is now. There were a couple of bars, that was it. A few hotels. Yeah, 172 was a ghost town back in those days, you know. Yeah, they really are. They're like I say, like I often feel bad here because, you know, like one, you kind of want to help everyone, and two, they're always helping me, you know, like in different ways, which, you know, you want to give back as much as you can, and that's something I'm trying to do with the channel, you know, like I really want to sort of grow it as much as I can so that I can sort of build a life here and sort of do whatever I can to sort of give back as well. Everything they tell us about Cambodia is a lie, you know, like when you're growing up, they're just brainwashers. Yeah. Well, I always say it's not the country either, it's just the powers, it's just the rich people that have tricked us for so long. Like, what amazes me is that we've believed it for so long, you know, that we actually could not see the pattern that was forming, you know, and now, I think just in the last sort of 18 months, a lot more people are starting to realise exactly what it is. It's that industry of war, you know, it's just like divide and conquer. It's just a trick. And they use patriotism as a weapon against us. But, you know, they make us fall in love with their country, and then they attach their product or whatever they're selling to that and make you defend that. That's the biggest trick that they've ever pulled, you know. The minute that everyone works that out, they're gone, they're history. But it's just trying to convince the people that they've been fooled, you know. It's very hard. People don't want to accept it. It hurts, you know, and it does. I mean, it's like learning out, you know, that Santa Claus wasn't real when you were a kid. I mean, remember that? You feel like an idiot. So imagine like trying to do that when you're 50 or 60. It's just a big scam. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Yeah, I do as well. I feel safer here. And I really do. I mean, having seen everything that I've seen here, my biggest fear here is by far other people from the West. You know, if there's ever trouble here, or if I ever have a problem here, it's always someone from the West. You know, I think that's implanted on us as well. It's kind of like a dog-eat-dog mentality. Whereas here, they don't really have that. Here they kind of work together towards a common goal, where in the West they kind of like put us up against each other. It's a different mentality. I've been to Miami, Bill. Only one night though. It's taken me a while to perfect my filming, to make sure that I protect the identities of everyone. That's actually another one of the reasons why I got this apartment, because it is the perfect height at the focal length that I use and resolution to ensure that you can't zoom in and identify people. I have difficulty identifying myself, so yeah, so any of you that are coming to Phnom Penh, let me know before you come. Let me know before you come, and I'm happy to come and meet with you if you need anything or have any questions. Oh yeah, definitely. Look, if you're going to have a problem here, it's always going to be someone else from the West. Always. It's never the Khmer, you know? Even that, like, I went out again last night, right? Like at about, I got up and went for a walk because I wanted to go and see the water fights. And they still didn't wet me. And like, this was a full-on water fight down the road here. And, you know, a couple of nights ago, the same story, you know? Like, they're very respectful. Yeah. They do. It's like, it's also, it's not just the indoctrination, but it's the implanted, you know, way of being, you know? And that's what I mean. Like, when I'm here, I feel like I'm free. You know, when I'm back in Australia, or pretty much anywhere in the West, you've constantly got that, yeah, that playing, you know, like in your ear, you know, and that is the biggest problem that we've got, is we are all living an implanted version of reality, which is not real. That's why I live here, because I can think freely here. I can be who I am, and nobody cares. I could even go out to a bar, you know, in thongs and a pair of shorts, and pretty much anywhere will let me in. Being a bit of a dag, that comes in handy. I just like, you know, I don't like superficial, so that's why I like Cambodia. I like the genuine aspect of it. Yeah, I'm very protective of it. you know, in Australia we have this thing called tall poppy syndrome, you know, where if someone's doing well, like, you try and steal it away from them, you know. But here they don't have that. You know, if something good happens for someone, they celebrate it, you know. We don't have that in Australia. Like, if you're like the underdog in Australia, they'll love you. But as soon as you know, have your first win, the knives come out, you know. Americans are good at celebrating success, though, I think. Yeah, you're free here. You know, like, you're genuine free, not just pretend free. Like, really, you know. I'm always very suspect of all the leaders that always keep going on about, you know, that we're free, you know, all this sort of stuff. I mean, why do they need to keep reminding us? You know, like, liars do that, you know. A lot of good people in America, though. You know, I always say it's not the Americans themselves. They're just victims of that same system, you know. It's like, you know, psychological blackmail, and it's playing on every channel. Yeah, if you play a bad song, people will just change the channel. But if you play that same bad song on every channel, after a few days, people start humming along, and that's what happens. And it happens to you from birth. It's in everything. You know, the cartoons that you watch as a child, the school that you attend, the news broadcast, the radio, all your, you know, popular pop culture, movies, all that sort of stuff, music. You know, it has been implanted on us since World War II. You know, and it has, and that's why we cognitively find it so difficult to accept that we've been fooled, because it just hurts so much. You know, we don't want to accept it. But in truth, everyone that they demonise are our victims. Every single one. They even took over Australia. 1975, they took down our Prime Minister, Gough Whitlam. You know, that was a soft coup. You know, and they did that because it was a peace Prime Minister. He called for a peace accord in the Pacific. He called for an independent Australia. He called for closing Pine Gap in the centre of Australia, like the American spy base. And he also beat Richard Nixon to China. In 1971, he beat him by 8 months, and the Western oligarchy hated him for it. That's why they took down Gough Whitlam in Australia. That was a coup. They just don't tell us, but that's what that was. It's all a trick, you know. Once you know, you wish you didn't know. So in some respects, you're better off just pretending you didn't hear a word I just said. Just a bunch of rich people, you know, tricking all the poor people. Good central place though to travel from. You know, if you can get yourself a good income here, you can travel a lot. Cheaper to get to Europe than, you know, from Australia, for me anyway. Close to Thailand. The problem with the world is there's too many good places to see and life's too short, you know. To see it all, you've got to spread yourself too thin. And once you get to Cambodia, you just don't want to leave. It really does. Cambodia is like it's like comfort food that you've never had before. You can't stop eating it. And all that quirky little only in Cambodia stuff, you know. But Phnom Penh's just basically Amsterdam with tuk-tuks in a lot of ways. It's very similar. Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely not going. Yeah, Bill's here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that Bill's here. Bill's down on I think 142 or something. I can't remember the street, but yeah. Cambodia is how the world should be. Simple, not too complicated. No, you can never. Although, I used to go into virtual reality when I was back in Australia and walk down the streets in Phnom Penh, and that's actually, it's getting there. You know, another few years as technology gets better, you'll almost be able to be here. VR amazes me. Oh yeah, 402, that's it. Yeah. You always hear like people saying negative things about Sihanoukville, but I actually like it. I just like I've got a lot of good memories there as well, like over the years. So even though it's changed, it's still the same for me in a lot of ways. But anywhere where you've got casinos, like any city with casinos, you've got that sort of problems, you know, like look at Vegas. I mean, look at how many people's in the back of this ute. Crazy. wouldn't say destroyed. I mean, it's no different really to what anyone else does anywhere else. The whole destroyed things is because it's China. They do that all the time. It's the CIA. They implant this on us. It's like, you know, back in the old days, you know, if you want to talk about destroyed, I mean, whenever you'd have a thunderstorm in Sihanoukville, the water would run down Beach Road, which was mainly dirt, and it'd turn the bay black, you know, for weeks and weeks and weeks. There's a lot of work in Sihanoukville that needs doing, and a lot of that relates back to what happened during the Vietnam War, you know. You know, another disaster that we created that we pretend that we didn't. You should have seen Kep back in those days. It's unbelievable. There's nothing there. The water fights have already started. It's going to be a huge night for water fights tonight. Yeah, you should have seen it. Like when I first came here, it really was. It was like going to Koh Rong in a lot of ways. You know, the water was lovely and stuff like that, but as soon as you had a storm, it ruined the bay. You know, because there was just so much dirt and stuff that had gone into the bay. So it's always had that sort of problem with that sort of pollution there. But you know, back in the 60s and that, it would have been like Koh Rong. It would have been, you know, pristine. Yeah, it's getting better too. I want to get a bit of land here, you know, like I want to have a little farm in Cambodia. I'd like something down around sort of Camp Pot or Kep, something close to the river, or you know, preferably on the river, would be nice. Yeah, well, you know, I mean, it's basically the sidewalk's the road, right? That's the way I treat it. It is improving. Like, it's better than it used to be. There's less, you know, massive holes in the ground that with no signage. There used to be so many of those. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Yeah, it's certainly changed a lot. Like the bus ride from Sihanoukville used to just take forever. Like it used to be like about 9 hours. And going to Siem Reap was a complete nightmare, especially in the wet season. Just so many of the bridges were just not there and all that sort of stuff. And often your bus would get bogged or break down. It's changed so much. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of that here. Yes, yeah, it's still there. It is still there. I actually, if you go and look, my Being the Bar video under bars and clubs, in that video, I show you every bar on 104 in both the intro and also after the video. I like 104. It's actually 104 was the first street that I sort of went to, like going out in Cambodia when I first came. Back in those days, it was kind of bigger. It was bigger there than it is here. Yeah. Oh, it's all part of the adventure. I like Kep during the wet season. It's a great place to go and take photos of lightning because it's the bay is so flat and there's no obstructions. It's also a good place to get struck by lightning. Yeah, I always treat everything like that, you know, like whether you're going through a good or a bad experience, I always just treat it as part of the adventure, you know, and you always know you're going to come out the other side. It's like a room that you enter. You open the door, you walk in, walk across the room, open the door, you walk out. Yeah, I haven't been to Alaska. Oh, Oscar, no, yeah, Oscar is actually a pretty good bar. Got a good pool table there. It's good how it's got upstairs as well. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, just don't want to leave. Like places like Kep and Kampot and all that, once all the new trains are in, it's going to make such a difference to all of Cambodia. Smart girl, Bill. Yeah, if any of you got anything you want me to do in Cambodia, let me know. I'm happy to do most things for free. You know, like I've got plenty of spare time, so just let me know if you want me to check anything out for you. Or maybe you got something here that you want me to send you or something. Alright, I was going to jump offline for a while. I'll be back online though in a couple of hours, and I'll be streaming quite a bit tonight. So if you're online, come and have a look. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Like I said, check out my playlists. I've got everything there that you need to know about Cambodia. And if you've got any questions, send me an email. And currently local time here in Phnom Penh is 12 minutes past 4. I'll probably be online by 7 at the latest. So within the next 2 to 3 hours. And any questions, anything at all, guys, write to me, ask me. I'm more than happy to help you. So thank you for watching, and bye for now.